So we're going to talk about this setup right here, and this is something for the budget-minded folks out there. Now keep in mind, budget is a sliding term these days because of being February 2021. It is what it is as far as the firearms market goes, but I don't expect it to be in a state of flux like it is right now forever. It's going to even out again at some point. It's just a matter of when. So what we're going to do is we're just going to talk about this rifle right here. And some people out there are always kind of looking like, what's a good budget marksman type rifle, a precision rifle? And precision means different things to different people. So if you're looking for something that shoots, a quarter MOA at 1,000 yards, well, this ain't it. But for if you're looking for something like a good hunting rifle, something that's really accurate at the range, something that is good within that 1,000 yard envelope, then this is a good option for you right here. So this is a 6.5 Grendel. The 6.5 Grendel is a very awesome little intermediate cartridge. It's a very accurate round, has excellent coefficient on the round. It's a about an 800 yard effectiveness as far as it goes. It's a pretty flat projectile as well, as far as just the ballistics of it. So it's a really nice round. It's a very popular round. It's a very popular hunting cartridge. And I think that is the 6.5 is a good intermediate cartridge if you're looking to put something together, but you're not wanting to get into the Creedmoor or the 308 or anything bigger like that. You want to stick with something that can fit in a standard AR-15 sized lower receiver. So in any case, this is a 6.5. It's a 20-inch barrel. The setup is from Bear Creek Arsenal. Now there is some goodies on it, and I'll go over that. It's a very simple setup, but it's a side charger from Bear Creek Arsenal. It does have an ace stock. I took this off of one of my other rifles because I outfitted that rifle with a B5 stock. So I took that stock off, this ace stock, and put that on this one because it just seemed to make more sense. I said, you know what, let's turn this into a straight up fixed stock rifle and turn it into a really solid setup. So that is an ace stock, very well made stock. They're not too expensive. Everything else on it, the internals are pretty much stock. There's no fanciness with the internals at all. I do have K&S pins in there. The magazine, just standard magazines. This is a 15 rounder for the Grendel, but I also do have the larger size. Was it the 25 rounders or whatnot? Standard M-lock rail. This does have a GunTech brake on the front here. It's more of a flash hider than a brake. But in any case, that's what's on the muzzle. The optic right here is from NorthTac. This is their 1:4 LPVO, and it's called the Assault. It's a very basic optic, budget price, but it works pretty well. At least I haven't had any issues with it so far. So granted, if you're looking to really put some hard use on the rifle, then I would suggest a different optic. NorTac makes some good optics that can withstand a lot of abuse, but it's one thing I've learned. If you're going to do a lot of abuse on an optic over time, it's sometimes better to just go for the more expensive optic. But in any case, it's very good optic, very good setup. It's very simple. You can see there's no bipods, lights, lasers, any of that crap, just very basic stuff. I'm not a big bipod fan myself, but overall, this is well under $1,000. So this isn't anything. In fact, for me, I think if I priced everything out, this is probably sitting around, I'd say maybe about $600, maybe $650. Granted, that was before the madness started. But I just wanted to show you what a good basic rifle looks like. You don't need to have a whole lot of stuff to it. Now, I don't have a sling on this yet. I'll get a sling mount and I'll figure out what kind of sling I want to throw on there, but it's not a necessity for me at this point. So I'm going to take my time with that. But when you look at a rifle like this, basic and simplicity is kind of what you want to do. a lot of the times you'll get a rifle, you'll be tempted to throw a bunch of stuff on it. And I know I've said this many, many times before. You'll throw all this cool stuff on it, and then you'll eventually start taking that cool stuff off because you realize you don't need it. It just depends on what you're wanting to use the rifle for. But for a basic hunting type rifle, or just taking it out to the range and having fun with, this right here is an awesome setup. I don't need to go crazy at all. Again, the 6.5, I think this makes a great little firearm for the preppers out there. If you're looking at self-defense type applications, this thing's good out to 800 yards. That's the effective range of a 6.5 generally. So as far as this puts it into DMR category, designated marksman rifle category right here. Granted, it's not as hard hitting as a 308 or a 6.5 Creedmoor or whatnot, but it still has plenty of punch. So just wanted to show that to you guys. Very clean rifle, very clean build. I'm pretty pleased with it. I don't foresee myself doing a whole lot else to it except maybe getting a sling mount and throwing a sling on there. And then when the ammo is more available, when the craziness dies down, I can get out and start shooting again. As far as the overall build quality of the Bear Creek arsenal, no issues at all with it. I have multiple Bear Creek guns, and as far as a budget, a entry-level AR-15 company, I'll always recommend them. I haven't really had any big issues with them. This build looks pretty solid. There are some quirks with the side charger, like for example the knurled handle right here coming loose over a lot of rounds, so you have to keep an eye on that, and you do need a tool to be able to take this off. A little wrench tool to take this off so that way you can pull the bolt out. That's kind of quirks of the side charger. But overall, the system is very, very simple, easy to disassemble. The barrel's of good quality. I don't think I'm ever going to outshoot this Grendel barrel. I really don't, especially with ammo prices being the way they are. I just don't see it. The lower's good quality. The stock's good quality. The optic, although it's an entry-level optic, it's made surprisingly good. For something like that this North Tac 1-4, I've seen other optics in the price range, and I've kind of looked at it and seen a lot of variances. Now, granted, there are some materials, when I look at this, I can go, yeah, I can see why it's a cheaper optic. But it's still well made, and that's what I look at as far as how solid is the optic. Will it hold up to, taking it to a range, being a range toy? Will it hold up to, let's say, a hunting trip? If you want to take this gun out and hunt with it, will it hold up to that? Will it hold up to, let's say, putting this rifle, mounting it on an ATV, and then taking it through bumpy terrain and then holding it zero? I think it will. Again, I haven't seen any issues. North Tac, I've looked at some of their other stuff before, and their other stuff seems to be pretty good, especially for the price that they have. So anyway, enough yammering out of me. I just wanted to show that to you, give you a little bit of an idea. Again, it's a very, very basic rifle setup. It's kind of no frills. I don't have anything that I don't think I want on there. Again, no bipods, no lasers, optics, any of that crap. So there it is. Feel free to put your comments in if you have any experience with this particular setup, whether it's the Bear Creek stuff or if you have any experience with the North Tac. I like to get other opinions in on my videos, like I've said before. And hope this gives you an idea if you're looking to get into something like some type of marksman rifle or something to punch holes in in paper or steel at farther distances. This can give you an idea. All right, thanks a lot for watching, and I hope everybody's staying safe out there.